Hello, welcome to my cooking video. Today, we're going to be making berenjenas fritas con miel. That's going to be a fried eggplant with honey. A visitor showed up in our kitchen today, so I can cook with a friend now. Here's our ingredients. Eggplant, self-explanatory. Salt and pepper to taste. Milk for soaking. Honey, obviously, and some flour for the breading. And the most important ingredient of all,
I woke up in a new Bugatti.
olive oil. First, we have to wash and dry. And now, we cut it into round slices or matchsticks, depending on your preference. First order of business though, we have to sharpen our knife. One thing you should never do is cook with a dull knife. Ready to cook. I think we should do matchsticks so we can make some fries. And now the goal would be to make, those are relatively even. Oh. First we'll take the skin off. That seems like something we should do.
Oh my God, bro. Oh, hell no, man. What the?
We're cutting these and then we're gonna soak them in milk for an hour. And I did not know that eggplants had seeds inside of them. Does that make them fruit? And what you're gonna wanna do is cut them into sizes like this. Just some like little fries. When you are done cutting them, we're gonna throw them into a bowl of some sort. You're also gonna fill this with milk. Now that our eggplant is all cut up, we're going to cover it in milk and let it soak for 30 minutes. We're also gonna add a pinch of salt. And this is to draw out the bitterness of the eggplant. So I wonder if you can make things with eggplant milk. That feels a little excessive, but I'm not really sure what else to do there. And then I'm gonna put a little bowl on top just to weigh the eggplant down so they're all covered. Perfect. While that sits, we're gonna learn some fun facts about berenjenas con miel. Berenjenas con miel have its roots in Andalusian cooking and Arabic cooking. When the Moors came, tradition of mixing sweet and savory flavors caused eggplants and honey to become a tapa, very common in Andalusia, especially in Malaga and Granada, where they use local honey for a sort of unique touch. This dish is a symbol of Moorish heritage and Andalusian culinary innovation. They use cane honey or sugarcane honey for its characteristic sweetness. It started as a simple combination of fried eggplant with honey, then transformed into an iconic tapa in southern Spain. According to this article, eggplant with honey is a direct legacy of cultural fusion during medieval Spain, where ingredients and flavors from the Middle East became deeply rooted in local Andalusian culture. Eggplants are soaking, timer is set. Alfie's watching them, just to make sure nothing crazy happens. Other sources say that fried eggplant is a typical Cordoban dish, eaten like popcorn. I've only had it once, and it was really good. I did really enjoy it. According to The Traveler, the people of Cordoba are living through a kind of underground gastronomic civil war that divides families, couples, and groups of friends into two irreconcilable camps. Those who like fried eggplant with honey, and those who like fried eggplant without honey. Interesting. And I don't eat many eggplants, but I'm gonna go ahead and take the side of with honey. So yeah, we're gonna wait for this eggplant to debitterize in the milk. Anyways, we'll be back. We'll be back in 27 minutes. We're back. Hopefully you guys can hear me good. My roommates are watching the show. Our eggplants have been soaking for 30 minutes. Ideally, you soak them for an hour to really get the bitterness out, but it's 10:30 p.m. Now we're gonna dry it out on some paper towels, season it, and fry it up. Okay, now that our eggplants are all dried, we're going to season the flour. Cool. Now we have our flour. And then we're gonna throw some salt and pepper on this to taste. I'm not tasting it, actually. And then we just coat the slices. Eggplants eggplants are floured. Now we're just gonna fry them up. Now we heat up our pan with an inch or two of olive oil. Feels like a lot. Now we wait until it gets to 350 degrees Fahrenheit or 176 degrees Celsius. And how I will measure that, I do not know. We're just gonna go based off vibes. Gonna get this oil heated up and then we'll get to frying. I think our oil is hot enough, so we're just gonna start frying them up. And we're gonna fry them in batches so that we don't overcrowd the pan. Handy trick I figured out to figure out if your oil's hot enough if you don't have the thermometer. If you put a wooden utensil into the oil and it bubbles just a little bit, not too much, that means that it's at 350 or close to it, because that is the best temperature for frying things. So you're just gonna place these in here gently. Careful not to splash oil on yourself because that would really rip. And you're gonna leave them in until they turn a golden brownish. I have a plate with some paper towel where you can drain the excess grease. But once your eggplants have started to look like this, and they've got a little bit of a crisp on them, a little golden brown, if you will, you can take them out of the pan, and then we just keep frying. So I'm gonna go do that. We'll just do a little taste test here. Throw some of that on there. Here's our fried eggplants. Looking good. A little flaky salt never hurt anybody. And then we're gonna throw some honey on there. We're gonna taste test. Here we go. Cheers. That is pretty darn good. I got no complaints. 8 out of 10. I think they could be crispier. That's all I got for cooking. Just frying up the last of them. We got really good reviews from my taste testers. So yeah, all in all, great recipe. Would recommend. Terrific tapa. Good for you. Sweet. I think it's a good representation of culinary fusion throughout history and Moorish influence with eggplants and honey and the Spanish affinity for sweets. I think it's a good twist on what's usually used in more savory dishes in terms of the eggplant. And yeah, I had a great time making it, great time eating it. If you ever get the chance, you should try it. See you later.